Hey, this is Casey up at Schafer Chevrolet in Pinconning, Michigan here, and this is our 2014 Toyota Tacoma. I'm just going to do a quick little walk around video. I got the hood popped here on the 4-liter V6 that it's got here. Everything seems to run pretty good here. Just give you a little look inside under the hood. We do a fresh oil change and an inspection on all of our vehicles, so you know that's already been done on this one here. It does have like these extra fog lamps on the front here, and they're connected to this bar here, which is looks like it's bolted on underneath there. So this definitely looks like an aftermarket piece here, and there is a switch on the inside of the truck, and I'll point out to you in a minute. It looks like it's got like the factory fog lamps as well. A couple little spots look like there was some touch-up paint applied. Like I see a little paint drip there, and a couple little spots of touch-up. You know, it's pretty common to see stone chips. You know, on the front. By the grill and the bumper and everything, and this one's no exception. There's just, you know, random little spots of touch up here and there. I mean, from 5-10 feet away you can't really see them, but of course when you walk up and are looking for them, it's a little bit easier to see all that. The hood itself looks pretty good. See, like any like rust really or anything like that, all that looks good. Now the tires that it's got on here look like they have some pretty decent tread and everything left on them, so definitely a good sign there. Now it's got these like these running board step bar things here. And then the bottoms of the doors, those look pretty good as well. Don't see any like rust or anything there. That's the driver's door. This is the backside driver's door. Again, everything looks pretty good. It looks like there looks like a couple spots. It looks like you could probably tell through the camera. There was, like, I don't know, some painting done. Not really sure exactly what that's about. That's not anything like we would have done here at the dealership. At most, we'll do like minor touch-ups, like buff and touch in the body shop, but we don't do like major, you know, painting or anything like that typically on vehicles like this. So must have just came in that way. It's got I said all the tires are matching. These tires look about the same as the one on the front in terms of the, you know, overall tread that's left on them. It's got this hardtop tonneau cover here as well. It's got a bed liner. Everything looks like it's in, you know, pretty good shape back here. And then it's got actual power outlet in the back too. That's a pretty neat feature that they put in these things. And then looking at the actual bed, or not the bed, but the tailgate, everything looks pretty good there. Don't see any rust popping up there or anything. Now walking around the back, you know, I see like a little bit of touch up there. A couple more here above the wheel well. And then as you can see there's a few spots of touch up. Door jambs and everything look pretty good. I'm going to get to the interior in just a minute here. Really wanted to get a good sense for what the outside and the exterior looks like. Again, all the doors and the bottoms of the doors look pretty clean. Other than, again, I do see some spots that looked like there was some painting of some sort done. Why, I couldn't tell you. There are no accidents or anything listed on the history report. It's hard to say for sure. Here's your rocker panel. Looks pretty good. Crawl up underneath here. Got some surface rust, like on the frame and spots. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty solid. I just took it for a little spin as well, and it rides really nice, accelerates, shifts, and stops good. I'm gonna crawl over to the other side as well, so you can see like what it looks like, you know, on the other rocker panel and everything. So bear with me just a minute as I get up and move over there and everything. Yeah, it looks like too, like on the bottoms of this door, looks like some sort of overspray got on the trim for the door, you know, and on spots, you know, on the bottom of the door there. So it's the only other thing I guess I really notice. What I can say though, I mean, we're several $1,000s, like I think close to $5,000 below book value on this truck. And what we do is price it accordingly with all that, you know, stuff on the, like the touch up and everything. We take that into consideration in the price. Now I'm gonna go to the interior real quick. So you can see there's no like lights on. That's just the door open and the seatbelt light. It's got this touch screen here. Air works great and everything. The stereo and the radio works. Four-wheel drive. Got that going in here. As you can see, it's engaged. It's hard, it may be hard to tell. You see that little green light there. And then as far as like the headliner and everything, looks pretty clean. Don't see any like rips or tears or stains, anything like that. Overall, I'd say the interior is pretty clean. One thing I did notice when I was driving it, the wheel was like cocked a little bit to the left like that. Let me see if I can get a little bit better of a shot of that for you, just so you see what I mean. Like, no big deal or anything really. It's just instead of being like straight up and down like that, it's just kind of cocked a little bit to the side. So I don't know if that's like it needs an alignment or what. I do know that just driving down the road, it drove pretty straight down the road. It's windy, so it pulled a little to the right, but frankly that could have been the road itself plus the wind, or yeah, like I said, overall it seemed to ride pretty good going up and down the road as far as drivability. I didn't feel anything in the brakes, didn't feel any hard shifting or anything like that. Everything felt pretty solid as far as the way it drives. So, you know, I mean, I would totally hop in this thing or put my wife or my dad or whoever, one of my family members, if I had to drive down to Florida in this thing right now, I'd feel confident to do that. So yeah, overall, I mean, the interior, again, the upholstery, the headliner, the carpet, everything looks pretty clean. Don't see anything that really jumps out at me here. It's got that switch for the lights. I guess I haven't really checked to make sure they work. Oh yeah, they do work. As you can see, I got it flipped on and the lights do turn on. So that is something. And then all of the electronic stuff like the windows and everything, I tested all those out, and all that works. So yeah, that's pretty much the extent of the interior here. Oh, the only other thing too is it looks like maybe some clip might have broken. here in the door panel. So, I mean, the buttons work and everything. It's just when you go to push them, they like depress down into the door there a little bit. So that's the only other thing I really noticed. Oh yeah, and I did want to get you a shot underneath on this side here, so you can check that out. The rocker. There's a little bit of rust on the actual like step bars here, which of course could be removed if you want them to. But the frame and everything, it looks like maybe at some point it had rust proofing stuff on it. I don't know that 100%, but I see a couple signs. It looks like maybe it had some of that on there as well. So yeah, please, if you have any other questions, let me know. But all in all, I think this is you know, pretty solid truck. I know these things are known for their reliability and dependability and longevity. So please, any other questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.